Yeah, that was great. This morning we're going to talk about order, divine order, and all things order actually. And we think that we know what order is all about, right? I got the divine nudge to talk about this order business today. I actually had something else selected, but I'm going to talk about that another time because it kept coming. And I was actually going through doing some order, and I came across an outline that I had made on order when I was going through seminary. And I started looking at it, and I put it aside, and then I had this other thing I thought was even better. And but the order wouldn't go away. So that to me is a sign. I like to follow those when I feel the intuition in it, and I know it's the right thing to do. The balance of that, and I follow it. So why do we talk about order so often? Order is one of the 12 powers that Daniel's going to talk about. The 12 powers, and we've been talking about them off and on, but this is a big one. The reason why we talk about the 12 powers so much is because they're the God bits of us. They're the life force of God within us. The portals, let's say, even. The powers of the divine mind within us. In fact, Catherine Ponder calls the 12 powers the mind powers. And so, which I like. Do you ever feel like you need order in your life? How about, there we go. Oops, I gotta use the finger. We use the finger around here. He loves it. So it's the index finger, in case you're wondering. Do you ever feel like your life is a living chaos of disarray? Do you feel your energy, here's another one, being sunk into a vortex of unexplained disorder? Do you feel like you need room in your mind to breathe, as well as your home, your office, maybe your desk, your vehicle? Is a lack of harmony affecting your health, relationships, finances, maybe your job? And do you want more order in your life? Thank you. In fact, we have another one. Here we go. Whew. Doesn't that feel good? Order. As above, so below. Order is the first law of the universe, or heaven, as Charles Fillmore calls it. The first law of the universe in heaven and of the earth. So it's the first law of the heaven and the earth, let's say. Okay? An earthly order and its related earthly manifestations like orderliness is divine order expressed. So we have heaven on earth, but we also have the fact that divine order is expressed here on earth and through us. We activate divine order through our manifestations within the 12 powers, the power centers. Think Charles Fillmore and his 12 powers. There's a picture here. There you go. You recognize that, I know. I found this beautiful prose by him, and it's in something called Heaven's First Law. It's called Divine Order. Little thinks from the earth, yon lowly soul, as he searches the vaulting skies, the order of the heavens, so wondrous, its source in his own heart lies. Isn't that beautiful? You want me to read that again? Who wants to? Okay. Little thinks from the earth, yon lowly soul, as he searches the vaulting skies, the order of the heavens, so wondrous, its source in his own heart lies. In the revealing word, Charles Fillmore shares the metaphysical meanings. It's like a metaphysical dictionary in a lot of ways. In the way, actually. So, and he shares order. The divine idea of order is the idea of adjustment. And as this is established in man's thought, his mind and affairs will be at one with the universal harmony. And adjustment, he goes on to say, is the rearrangement of thoughts according to the divine order of the mind. A bringing of man's consciousness into exact correspondence with the perfect harmony. or heaven. So as we think it, so we are. Or perhaps you've heard it this way, or what you be thinking, that is what you be. From Luke, that wasn't from Luke,
Yeah.
Luke 5, and the crooked shall become straight, and the rough ways smooth. At United Fellowship Chapel, where I was ordained, Reverend David Miller, who ordained me, is still there, and he created something called a metaphysical certification course. And this is where this comes from. And he says this: order adjusts all the mind faculties harmoniously. And when we say mind faculties, we mean mind powers or 12 powers. Think that. He says the adjustment of order affects all of our faculties as we move forward in awareness. So my order, however my order is affecting my love. And what's happening with that, my order is affecting my knowledge, my wisdom, my everything. So just as we adjust our thinking and our emotions, and divine order automatically recalibrates these other powers. So if your order's in good shape, that's what we want, because it's recalibrating every time there's a change in thought and emotion. So divine order automatically recalibrates the remaining 11 powers. So that's a biggie. Reverend Dr. Catherine Ponder describes it as a yoking and a pulling of all your mind powers. So as we adjust, we are lifted into alignment. I'd like to give you this one here. We adjust and we align. And this is from Abraham Hicks. If you would deliberately bring yourself into alignment, circumstances go well for you. It's all based on what you're doing with your vibration. So we adjust, we readjust, and we realign. Excuse me. And in The Healing Secrets of the Ages, by Catherine Ponder, yeah, I know, you probably have this somewhere stuck on a dusty shelf. But pull it out again, because it's just as awesome and astounding as it was the first time you looked at it. Excuse me. I love the spring and all the stuff growing and glowing with pollen this time of year. So, there we go. We are in divine order today. Okay, so she suggests that we declare divine order in everything in our lives. Declare it. Divine order, divine order, divine order, divine order. In our health, our finances, to find a lost key, relationships, everything. We want to acknowledge divine order in everything, in every aspect of our lives. She tells a story of a family whose mother had taken to doing this. So she was doing this, declaring of order everywhere, right? And so there they were, the family, and they were traveling through the Southwest desert in the summer. So we know what that's like. And the brakes gave way. And so what happened was the boy, the small young son, he began declaring divine order, divine order, divine order, divine order, until suddenly a gas station appeared out of nowhere. And so they went to the gas station and they got their brakes fixed, and they found out while they were there it was the last one within 50 miles, which would be a long time to go without brakes, no matter how good the dad could drive, right? So they learned that this was a manifestation of divine order. And these are the kinds of things that we know can happen when we declare divine order. Look, I'm already feeling better. Look at that. The mind powers of order, as in the 12 powers, this universal God power and this principle of order is located at the nerve center behind the navel, the solar plexus area. Can you see me? So that's what we're talking about, right there, right in there. So when you think divine order, I'm going to share divine order. I'm going to bring it in and share it. I'm going to bring it in and share it within and throughout our lives and beings. Disharmony means that something is out of order. Mind, body, or affairs are out of order. It indicates a need for developing that mind power of order. Manifestations of disorder occur in all areas of life. I mean, that happens, right? In our relationships, our health sometimes, orderliness of the home and office. Disorder is manifested in the stomach or abdominal problems, and from a lack of order and harmony in our emotions and life. So it's our emotions that are doing, there are emotions and thoughts together. These emotions are the driver. So you ever notice the correlation between stress and your tummy? So this is what we're talking about. So order will bring relief. Order brings relief. So how about this by Reverend Dr. Catherine Ponder, The Healing Secret of the Ages? If more people recognize the true location of order as a mind power, which they can easily release, there would be fewer nervous breakdowns, heart attacks, or cases of hypertension. Here we have a divine order from within. Doesn't that feel good? It brings about the highest form of harmony. Order begins within. As we in unity believe that God is within, order begins within. And our thoughts, words, and actions are harmonious. So our emotions move into our thoughts and our words and our actions. We want these to be harmonious. Reverend David Miller says, involution precedes evolution. That which is involved in mind evolves through matter. High spiritual ideas are within. They draw others to themselves. So that's the like attracts like. When we feel good, isn't it wonderful how other things come into our lives that day? Feeling good, people, situations, circumstances. Lack of order in our lives is not about what's happening in the universe. It's about what's happening in our attitudes and emotions. So here's some things we can do. We can avoid trying to change other people to create order in our lives. Anybody try that before? Hello. This usually brings more disorder. Everyone has her own or his own way of doing things, of creating order. And we can also avoid running around anxiously trying to fix everything around us. Here's an example of that. So this is what happens though, really. So the angst of the energy that goes into what we're trying to do to make orderliness goes into it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So the angst is actually going into the thing. So who knows what's going on with her carpet, her magic ride. So Reverend Dr. Ponder writes, outer order which is accomplished at the price of unpleasantness is not order at all. It's stringent willfulness. So I like to bring your minds back in time, hopefully it's back in time and in your past, to those plastic sofa covers, those sofa and couch covers. Remember those? Yes, yes, and you get these little dimples on your legs and things because they were the little pokey things that stuck up. Right, so we don't want, this is how it felt. Think how you felt. So this is what we don't want to go into the things that, as we're trying and working to do order in our lives, we don't want the angst or the fear kind of energy to go into them. We want harmony and love. So when a lack of order exists within us, we must recognize the state of our own order. So we align our thoughts and our feelings, and then, as Reverend Ponder writes, the people, situations, and even the universe about you will respond in an orderly way. We bring the desired emotion, the power of order, into the outward tasks of creating order. Infuse it with love, creativity, expectation. Order works through emotional harmony. Again, we said that, and we're going to say it again. We infuse harmony and order into our actions. Letting go, reordering, reorganizing. These actions we do as well as our thoughts and our words. So we want our mind power in order before we speak, before we write, before we do things, you see. And that's the idea. Reverend David in this course said, order in your inner life is the first law of the universe. There is a sequence of order in all things, and wise relation. One's thoughts, words, and actions are harmonious. The idea of adjustment, and it's not like this. This is not the kind we're talking about. Can you see that okay? This is not what we're talking about, although I suppose in some ways. This idea of adjustment, he says, order adjusts all the mind faculties harmoniously. So we talked about recalibration. It recalibrates all the powers. David says, we use these faculties on everyday tasks, and when it is time for that idea to manifest, we act accordingly. To sustain the idea, be silent and know the I Am's kingdom is the wise judgment. We train until we are in a balanced state of mind. The I Am abiding in me does wise work. He also said in the course, but also I talked to him on the phone. I said, hey, guess what? And he said, remind yourself that order has a sequence, like a garden. We have a beginning of the garden. We plant the seeds. We have the growing of the garden, and we have the harvest. So these things have sequence, as in 1 Corinthians 14:40. Let all things be done decently and in order. Did we ever hear that before like that? Interesting, huh? So I say let's try these 1, 2, 3s and repeats. 1, we're going to practice acceptance. Jane M, she likes the numbers, so first is practice acceptance. Whether our list is growing or being checked off, it's okay. It's all okay. Everything's in divine order. And about that list, Catherine Ponder says, in relation to order, it's good to have a master plan, but there should be a relaxed flexibility expressed in executing that plan. This is divine order at its best. I think she's trying to say, don't get all up in that. Is that what she's trying to say? So there's no one right way. Allow for unique individual manifestations of your master plan. So, certainly we all do things differently. And that's good, because we want different. We want a beautiful, varied world. So number 2, we put our loves in order. This is a notion taken from St. Augustine, and I'm talking about the saint, not the town or the lighthouse. So before moving forward in our thoughts, words, and actions, we ask ourselves, what's important to me? What is my priority? What feels like the divine order in this thought, in this word, in this action? And then 3, we take the next right step. So the next right thought, word, and action. We love, and I ask you to love yourself enough to do this. And I'm saying self with a capital S, a capital sacred S. Self. And repeat, and then observe. Observe the immediate, steady, natural unfoldment of this higher order in your life. As we are now operating at a higher vibration, the mighty higher law of divine order. And then re-repeat, because life happens. So I'm going to just reiterate those. We're accepting, acceptance. It's all good. That's all good. We put our loves in order. We do the next right thought, word, and action. We observe, and we repeat. Again, outer order should not be at the expense of order within. Inner order can be achieved through prayer, meditation, and affirmations. This quote by Dr. Joe Dispenza, imagine that meditation can make you have a younger brain. It can also cause your brain to grow new neurons, contrary to the antiquated theory that once was said, this was impossible. Are you with me? Okay, isn't that exciting? Grow some new neurons. We are all over it. There we go. So that's what we want. The inner workings of the inner work that we do of order, and all of our inner work. But in this case, inner work quickens order. It quickens divine order in our lives and within our in our other powers. And that we do this in conjunction with creating order in the outer aspects of our lives. So as above, so below. Ponder describes it so. Divine order then radiates its mighty power into the other faculties and sets them into sustained activity. So harmony and wholeness are the natural result in man's mind, body, and affairs. So she's saying the same thing. You get your act together with your order, and it harmoniously and automatically recalibrates. Order benefits all aspects of our lives and beings. This is the deal about divine order according to the revealing word, and how it touches and works with the other powers. Divine order demands that the pure, unselfish love of God, tempered with wisdom and good judgment. They always have to throw that in, don't they? Wisdom and good judgment. Expresses itself toward everybody and everything. Working order along with the wisdom and good judgment is a must. Divine order also proclaims that all power is given to the Spirit. And Catherine Ponder echoes this by emphasizing, everything must be brought into order. If you are affirming healing and prosperity, but are still holding on to or disorganized thoughts, this will produce what she calls inharmony and discord of body and affairs. So it's kind of like thinking on one side of your mouth and speaking on the other, but they're different things. We need to have everything in harmony, In fact, she says, lack of orderly arrangement of one's thoughts is responsible for many delayed demonstrations of healing. So maybe, if you're working on something and you're having a little difficulty with it, this is the place to focus. She suggests placing affirmations where you can see them on your desk. I have this one I created for my desk as I began to write the talk. And I actually thought, what a good idea. I think I'll put one in my kitchen. Maybe it'll influence my snacking. So you see, this sort of thing. She says put them in your wallet, put them in your purse, put them everywhere, on your desk, put them in your car. So this is what we do. We declare divine order as we will see the harmony, the order. We look actively, not like a casual glance, We look actively, we search and we scan our lives, our worlds, our thoughts, our everything for this harmony. And then we give thanks for divine order in our lives. We do this for everything. So we do the declaring, we do the searching and the observing, the looking, and we do the giving of the thanks for all these things, for ourselves, for our loved ones. We can give thanks for the divine order manifesting in our loved one's health. We can give thanks for the divine order manifesting in so-and-so's new job coming up. We can do these things for our planet, for our humankind, for our universe. I shared this writing that I had done for Reverend David a few years ago. I spruced it up a little bit and printed it out for you. And on the bottom is an affirmation that says, divine order is now manifest in every aspect of my life and being. Don't feel like you can't cut that off and stick it somewhere. Put it in your wallet or in your bathroom, on the shower door, or whatever. All is in divine order. Dr. Wayne Dyer says, do a quick review and note all the people who've shown up in your life, all these characters in this play called your life. It has all been perfect. I say expect the highest and best to manifest as we bring our lives into harmony of the divine order. We have happy tummies, we have inspiration, we have prosperity, aka abundance in good health and peace, wealth, health, joy, happiness, and time. Don't forget to add time. We have prosperity in all those things. And we allow divine order to stretch, to rearrange, to reshape, and somehow conspire to help us to create this order in every aspect of our lives and beings. This is what I say. Can you see that okay? What's the best that can happen? Doesn't that give you this inspiration? Anything is possible. Anything's possible. Thank you very much. Now, shall we prepare for a meditation? Bring a little divine order into our meditation. Donna, can you hear me okay? Okay. Get comfortable and take in a deep breath. Bring that breath right into your solar plexus area. Bring that breath in. We're going to relax and let go. Relax and let go. Breathe in. Relax and let go. Feel this energy come over your head. It comes over our head. It comes over my head like an affirmation. I feel this beautiful energy. It now comes over my head and I relax and let go. I relax and let go as this energy now comes over my shoulders, down my arms, and over and around my upper torso. And I relax and let go. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck, relax the throat, relax and let go. I relax and let go. Disharmony, inharmony. I relax and let go of all of it. And as this energy now goes to my lower torso, I relax and let go. I relax and let go as this energy moves down my legs and into my feet. So now I am relaxing and letting go from all things, from my head to the tips of my toes, relaxing and letting go. I am relaxing and letting go. I relax and let go. And now I replace. I breathe in the divine intelligence. I breathe in that beautiful divine intelligence. I bring it in and I let go. I bring in the divine order. Breathing in divine order. I allow the divine order. I feel it in my solar plexus. And as I breathe, I allow this divine order to travel up my spine, touching every place, balancing me, bringing harmony within me. I feel the harmony and the order taking place. I have released and let go all that which does not belong to me, and divine order now takes its place in every aspect, so that my liver and my lungs and my heart, every aspect of me, working in divine order, happily and lovingly working in divine order. Thank you, liver. Thank you, lungs. Thank you, heart. Thank you, knee. Thank you, shoulder. Divine order. Thank you all. I feel this energy, this divine order, as it travels up my spine and moves up my shoulders and into my face, and relaxing those jaws, relaxing my neck, relaxing my forehead, my scalp. And I feel the energy all around me, all around my head, all around me, from the tips of my toes to the top of my head, the beautiful divine order, the energy of divine order healing and recalibrating all the other energy centers within me, so that I am in harmony in all ways. And I share this harmony. I share the harmony now with the person sitting next to me, the person sitting next to them, until this energy fills our room and fills this building and moves around the globe, bringing divine order and harmony everywhere it touches, until it comes back to us here. This beautiful, loving, divine energy healing us and bringing us joy in every aspect of our lives and beings. allowing the harmony and the order to take its place. And I feel this in my hands. I feel it in my feet. I place my hands on my tummy, over my solar plexus, and I give thanks for this divine healing order. Thank you, God. Thank you, Mother, Father, God. For all these things we give thanks. Amen. Special music for us to help bring that order and joy right up in there.
Yay!
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 All righty.